by group 2, this is your set of cards. Let's see what you have here. The Law of Love. Your heart knows no bounds. Crocodile. The Page of Cups. Interesting. Judgment. And the Four of Wands. Interesting. Okay, guys. So I feel like there's a situation this week that really very much involves a relationship. I mean, you got the Law of Love, you got the Four of Wands, you got the Page of Cups. Like, there's just so much lovey-dovey energy this week. And I feel like there has been a scenario where we've got one person here who's very in touch with themselves, very in touch with their emotions, strong empath energy. This is somebody who is very, very emotionally and creatively expressive. And on the flip side, we have somebody who is kind of closed off, maybe a little bit more cold, calculating, analytical. And I think for a long time, this cold and calculating individual kind of shut the doors to love. Like, there was a door that was shut here, and it was preventing this very empathetic, creative, expressive individual from getting in. But I feel like that's changing this week. There's an energy of somebody kind of breaking down their walls and really allowing you to see the deepest, darkest wretches of their soul. Because I feel like this person with the crocodile, like, they may have a past, or they may have a lot of things that have scarred them. Okay, they may not be from your hometown. Like, I'm hearing something that happened in my hometown, or this is who I was in my hometown. I left my hometown because of this. This person may be like a little bit of an outcast, or they just feel like, I don't know, like they may have been exiled. I'm hearing an energy of like exiled. Now, this doesn't have to be literal. Like, they could have been exiled from like a group. Maybe they were associating with the wrong people. But I feel like these things, you don't really judge them for. This could also be you. Like, there could be somebody here who doesn't judge you for a lot of the things that you might be ashamed of, or like there could be like a colorful past that some of you guys have. And I picked this up in my Patreon reading, so I highly, highly recommend that you guys subscribe to my Patreon if you want extended readings and bonus content. But I picked this up in my Patreon reading. Somebody who has a very colorful past, you know, maybe just, we'll say, you know, just to save time, we'll go ahead and just say that this person may have worked a job that they didn't really enjoy. They may have worked kind of like immorally, or did things illegally, or something like that. I think this person has let that go. This might be you as well. You may have let that go. And this person with the Judgment card and the empathy with the Page of Cups, this person already forgives you, or you may already forgive this person for their colorful past. You may not even know about it yet, and it's kind of like you can sense it about this person. You may already kind of just be like, I don't need to know about that. Like, I don't care about any of that. If you want to share with me, fine, but I'm not going to judge you for who you were in your hometown or who you were in your past. All right, the Judgment and the Page of Cups, whoever this individual is, it could be a strong Sagittarius energy, could be a Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. This person is very, very understanding. So you're either dealing with somebody who's very understanding this week, or you're being very understanding this week. Look at this Judgment card. I know it's a little bit dark, but you can kind of see here, like, I see this angel as like this empathetic person, like this person who is kind of being understanding. They're offering that sense of empathy. And then this here is somebody who has been through a lot. They've had a really rocky past. Okay, this person's had a really, really rocky past. And I just think they need that understanding in order to heal. I think for a lot of you guys, you're a healer for this person. And there's no obligation to be, obviously. You know, you're not obligated to heal anybody. But I think it's just because you care about them so much, or they care about you so much, that it's just like, I don't even mind doing it. The heart knows no bounds. You know, there's no expectation. There's nothing that's expected in return. It's just like, listen, like, I like you. I care about you. Let's drink a glass of wine and cry it all out with the Page of Cups. Some of you may drink a glass of wine and cry it all out this week. I don't know. Or somebody might be doing that with you. But I'm picking up that this person really brings you into the present moment, because I'm hearing wake up and smell the roses. Wake up and smell the coffee. Like, there's somebody here who's very much like living in their past. And it's like they're so caught up in their past, and it's like, oh, I used to be this person, and oh my God, my life used to suck, and like all this. And someone else here is telling this person, come back to the present. There's an energy of bringing somebody into the present moment. And this might be you, and this might be this person. But I just see some really helpful advice coming in this week from specifically a female energy, like a very strong feminine energy. These cards are genderless, but like this archetype, this essence that I'm picking up is feminine. They come in with a very understanding heart. The heart knows no bounds. And this person's understanding nature allows somebody to truly let go of something that they didn't think they were ever going to let go of. Like, I'm hearing, I'll never forgive myself. And the other person says, it's okay because I forgive you. You don't have to forgive yourself because I forgive you. Somebody could also be dialing your number this week. I'm hearing a prominent phone call that comes in. There may be a significant phone call that comes in from a loved one or from somebody who you care about. This could also be a new romantic relationship. All right, because you have the Four of Wands, the Page of Cups. Some of you could be dating somebody this week, or you could be getting into a relationship. Somebody could be forgiving somebody who maybe hurt them. I'm getting the impression that somebody had a crush on somebody else, and then like they may have found out, like this person may have found out that you had a crush on them, and they may have acted weird toward you. And then it's kind of like they finally come around. They're like, listen, like I was just shocked because I never thought you would like me, but I actually like you too. You know what I mean? Like, I'm seeing somebody who, I don't know, like they may have like, you may have confessed your love to this person, or somebody may have told them, like you may have told somebody about a crush you have on somebody, and then they went and told this person, and maybe this person avoided you. You know what I mean? Or they may have acted weird, or they may have just like made you feel really uncomfortable, and you kind of maybe regretted telling them, or you may have regretted telling this person. It's kind of like, dang, like I wish I would have never said anything because now the dynamic is weird. For some of you, this could be a friend of yours. Like, this could be friends who admit that they have feelings to each other. I picked that up in my TikTok readings. Also follow me on TikTok, guys. I'll leave a link in the description box below. But I feel as though there's this energy of somebody who admits their feelings to somebody else, and it's kind of weird at first, and then like the other person comes around and they're like, you know what, actually I really like you too, and sorry, that's why I was acting weird. So it's kind of like things get really wavy for a second, and then it's like, oh, phew. Okay, they like me too. I can rest now, you know. Because this may have caused somebody a lot of stress. They may have been very concerned about this or very worried about this, because it's kind of like, oh my God, like I ruined the friendship, like they don't want to talk to me anymore, and yada, yada, yada. And then again, this person comes around and they're just like, no, actually, I was just taking some time to mull over the shock. Because somebody's shocked that you like them. Somebody likes you, and it's kind of like you may never have expected them to like you. Well, honey, they never expected you to like them. So somebody's like dealing with the shock of like you liking them. It's kind of like, dang, like I never knew. I never knew you liked me. I had no idea, and I'm like so happy that you do. But yeah, some of you could be getting into a relationship this week. Or some of you who are already in a relationship, you may be taking your relationship to a deeper level, or you may be forgiving your partner for something that was done at the beginning of your relationship. But I see your week being heavily focused on romance, being heavily focused on love. I don't think this has a whole lot to do with career. For some of you it could, especially if maybe you're like a remote worker, you work from home. I don't really see anything related to career. This has a lot to do with relationships. I'm hearing friends to lovers. Somebody here was once friends, now they're lovers. And this could have been somebody who, like, you've had them at your house, like, whoever this person is, like, they may have already been to your house, like, they've already kind of, like, seen where you live. This person may have even seen you cry at some point. I don't know. But I'm hearing, like, a breath of fresh air. Like, there's a breath of fresh air that comes this week, and I think a lot of it has to do with a connection that you're in, with a connection that you develop. Somebody kind of just, they exhale. They're like, oh my gosh, I can relax now because I have a boyfriend. I have a girlfriend. I have a partner. I have a husband. I have a wife. I finally did it. Finally manifested it. All right, there's nothing binding you from anything anymore. Any blockages that were once present in this connection are now cleared. And I think somebody knows that you really like chocolate, or there's somebody here who really likes chocolate. I feel like there's going to be somebody who brings you chocolate this week. So expect that. There's just an energy about chocolate. Maybe somebody smells like chocolate. I'm seeing somebody who has like a lotion, maybe like a cocoa butter lotion or something like that. This person loves how you smell. They love the smell of like a chocolatey or just like a sweet smell, and it comes from like a perfume, but I really think it's like a lotion or like a body butter or something like that. Somebody smells very sweet, and this person loves that. I am hearing deliciousness. So this person thinks you smell delicious. All right, they could be telling you that this week. But I really think some of you guys are going to be on cloud 9 this week, if you're not already. I think you may be on cloud 9 this week, because I think there's going to be somebody here who comes in and possibly even surprises you with judgment. I mean, this could happen at any moment. I mean, some of you guys may literally get a text from this person, like, as you're watching this video. Because judgment means, like, right now. Like, this is an energy of, like, okay, this isn't happening in the future. Like, this is happening now. Maybe next couple of days. But I just feel like the main focus this week is this particular scenario where somebody comes forth and expresses their feelings. And whatever these feelings are, they make you really happy. Because again, I'm hearing that, like, that release of like, oh my gosh, thank God I don't have to worry about this anymore. Because I was so stressed about this, and now I can finally let go. Okay, this could also have to do with a home, with the Four of Wands. Some of you could have been really worried about covering a rent payment, or some of you could have been very worried about like maybe finding a home. I see somebody coming forth and maybe helping you, or like you might get like a roommate or something like that, or you may have somebody who comes forth and is like, hey, let me take a little bit of the load off. But I mean, the crocodile catches its prey this week. So there's something that is happening. There's something that you're catching. There's a prize that's being won here. And that could be literal. That could be metaphorical. Some of you could be winning a 4-night stay at like a resort or something like that. I don't know who that's meant for, but that's a message for somebody. But yeah, generally I feel like there's going to be some kind of surprising message of love that comes in this week. And I think it's going to make you really happy, and I think it's going to make you feel really relaxed, specifically. It's going to kind of be like finally, But that's what I'm seeing here, guys. If you'd like to book a personal reading, go ahead and check out my website in the description box down below, madamdevoe.com, where you can get your first reading for 50% off when you use the code Empress at checkout. Again, guys, check out my Patreon, check out my TikTok, all of that stuff's down in the description box as well. And I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye-bye.